How's it going tonight, everybody? This is kind of an impromptu live stream. I was kind of bored tonight. It is our off night for Rogues Gallery Live, but I thought I would just do a live stream and see if anybody pops in. Maybe we can do a little Q&A or talk about what's going on in the world. And so I'm calling this one Batcave Confessions 2. And again, it's just a random Wednesday night stream. So we'll wait a few minutes and see if some folks pop in. So anyway, I hope everybody's having a nice Wednesday evening. I just spent some time with my family, so that was a lot of fun. But again, like I said, I was a little bit bored, so I thought, why not see what's going on with all of you guys? So I got some more people popping in here. I want to say hello. Harley Quinn, love the name. Welcome. Robe Ross is here. Hey, how's it going, Rome? Begard, good evening. It's 3 a.m. here in Norway. Hello, Norway. That's awesome. Thanks for saying hello. Got Yak Attack. Hey, what's up? Looks like we've got Tin Man here. Hey, Tin Man. Hey, I'm from Kansas, so I'm hoping you are too. Edwin Diaz. Hey, Edwin, how's it going? Lewis is here. Hello. Let's see who else is popping in. Arkham Gaming. I am hoping that we have some Arkham Gaming here real soon, come August with some of these announcements. It's not sounding like maybe an Arkham game, but definitely some new games potentially. I'm really excited. Archangel's in the house. Hey, Art. We got Lewis. Man, I just got the Batmobile from DC Collectibles, the animated series. Hey, that's awesome. That's really cool. That's awesome. Levi says, hi, clicked as soon as I could. Hey, Levi, it's nice that you're here. Got Benji. What's up? Eduardo, hello. So for those of you that are just joining us or joining me, we might have some people join us throughout the show. Anyway, so basically I thought I'll just pop on, do a little Q&A maybe. We could talk a little about what's going on in the world of collecting. Just whatever geeky, nerdy stuff you guys want to talk about, ask, and we'll have some dialogue. So that'll be fun. Sergio says, hey, Chris, do you have any suggestions for an inexpensive, larger scale statue line to get into? I collect primarily smaller scale statues, but wouldn't mind one or two larger ones. If you have been collecting really small scale statues in the like $50 to, I don't know, $200 range, $300 range, me personally, I would recommend going into this line right here behind me. Really great pieces. It's 1/4 scale. Especially if you want to do Batman. If you want to do other lines, of course, Sideshow Collectibles has Spider-Man, and they have all of the Marvel characters, and they have the X-Men characters, which have been just hitting it out of the park. But me personally, of course, I like the rogues behind me. I recently had added Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn, Catwoman. I recommend all of those. I just think that you would really get your bang for your buck there, especially if you want Batman pieces. But you can't go wrong. I mean, those are more expensive. When I first started collecting, they were $350. But man, those days are long over. But anyway, hope that helps a little bit, Sergio. Sergio also says Suicide versus the Justice League. That game will be amazing. So what I've been hearing about that game is that it uses the Arkham play mechanics, but it'll be completely different and separate than the Arkham games. It will not be an Arkham game, but will have that same fighting mechanic system. So I think it could be fun, get to play as Harley. I think that'll be real interesting. Hey, we got JW Statues popping in. Hey, how's it going? Levi says, remember to like, guys. Hey, that's awesome. Thank you very much. Like the video if you're enjoying it. Absolutely. Archangel says, am I the only one not excited about Keaton in talks for being Batman? I knew this would probably come up tonight. I'm very excited about it. And I know some people said, well, they were hoping that it'd be more of like a Thomas Wayne situation. I think that they're going to be real clever, and this is just my opinion, but I think they're going to be real clever with Flashpoint and connect all of the different movies, Ben Affleck to the Robert Pattinson Batman, to the Joker, to Michael Keaton Batman from '89. I think that he is going to be more of like a Batman Beyond. It's going to be him in the future, an old man as himself right now, maybe with a younger new Batman. I don't know exactly if that's what they'll do, but I think it could be really interesting. I think Flashpoint I think they're maybe going to finally listen to the fans a little bit. But anyway, I want to know your thoughts. What do you guys think? Do you think he's going to be that Batman Beyond Batman? See, I'm going to get really behind in the chat here. Make sure I say hello to everybody. Let's see. Lewis says, I agree, Arch, not the way they were talking about using Keaton. See, I don't know everything that they've said about him. That's just what I hope that they'll use him for. But I don't know. We'll see. Dan Blaster, hey, Dan. He says, looking forward to seeing the new designs in the teased Rocksteady games as statues. Who would you love to see? I didn't even think about that, but could you imagine if these new designs were similar to the Arkham designs? I mean, it is Rocksteady. So if it was in that same like universe look, that kind of that dark, gritty look, that would be really interesting. And I might be screwed in terms of display space. That could be real interesting. But man, I would love to see those designs. I'm excited. I love any new game. But I have heard that there could also be that Montreal game with the Arkham style game with the Court of Owls. So I'm hoping that we get 2 games. That's my hope. Chris says, I hope he doesn't play Thomas Wayne. Would rather he be Bruce in Batman Beyond than change the character. Yeah, I think that's what they'll do. I think it's like Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I think that he will be Thomas Wayne in that same film. I think they'll flash different realms. I think that's what's going to happen, but I could be wrong. Arkham Game says the new Batman game is going to be awesome to play as the Bat family. That would be fun. Of course, I always play as Batman, but I think it'd be fun to play as some villains too. I think that'd be neat. JW Statue says, I want to see a Flashpoint film, and that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to make a Flashpoint film in that universe with Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck. All this stuff, all these reports about Michael Keaton said, well, that's the final death nail for Ben Affleck. And I don't think that's true. I think that all of these characters, all of these different versions, we could see in this same universe. It's just in the Flashpoint universe because, DC is branching Warner Brothers is branching in all these different directions for these films. Makes sense to me. It'd be really neat. Lewis says, I think I will be more excited once I hear the director in charge of the Flash movie. I think Todd Phillips could do a great kill it with the Joker. And I agree. I think that'd be an interesting take on it. I've never been a big Flash guy. I don't know. It's not my favorite. But I'm excited to see what they do because I think it could really be fun and tie in different universes together. Because right now it's a kind of a jumbled mess. There's all these different versions, and it's exactly like the comic books, right? It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's see. Ryan says, Keaton is incidentally a terrific actor. He can do anything. Yeah, he's Batman. He's Batman. I heard if Keaton accepts, will be for multiple movies. I mean, that again, if it's a new trilogy of Batman Beyond, how cool is that? I know fans would love that. It's awesome. Nocturnal Statue review in the house. Doing all right. Hope you're doing well as well. And we have MJJ Brandon, I think is what it is. Greetings from Bogota. Hey, how's it going? Glad you're with us tonight. Joe Caramello is here. Hello. Let's see. Levi says, so happy you streamed. I was really bored. I was too. My kids are playing Fortnite, and my wife's upstairs watching a movie. So I thought, hey, why not go live, see what all you fine folks are doing tonight. So glad that we could be bored together, right? Vanguard says Keaton was amazing in Birdman, although the movie gave me a headache. I have not seen that movie. I know I need to. I don't know if it's good or not. I think it was good. I think it didn't win some awards, but I have not seen Birdman yet. Orchid Voodoo. I love that name. Hey, curious if you were forced to choose a favorite Marvel character to collect instead of Batman, who would you choose? Well, that for me would go down to 2. My favorite is Iron Man. I love Iron Man, and I think I love Iron Man the most. And I didn't really like Iron Man that much until the movies came out. I fell in love with the character, fell in love with, Robert Downey Jr., of course, did such a great job. But I like him strictly because he's like Batman. Doesn't have a superpower. He uses his wealth and his knowledge and his resources to fight crime. It's just Batman, so I really like Iron Man. I love the look. I love the red sheen and the armors, the different armors. I love Iron Man. My second choice would be Spider-Man. I grew up with Spider-Man. I used to read the Spider-Man comics. I love his rogues gallery of villains. They're bright and colorful, the Green Goblin and, all of those characters. So those are my favorite 2 Marvel characters. Dan says, glad to be joining again tonight, mate. Glad you're here. Let's see what we got. Danny Wayne, hey, from Spain. Hey, how's Spain? I hope things are well. I don't know about where you guys are, but things in the United States are firing back up again with the pandemic, COVID. It is really firing back up again. People are not taking it seriously. I'm very impressed with all the other countries that are taking it seriously. God bless you. Americans are stubborn and they want to do things their own way. So it's going to be a mess, I think, for a while. But please make sure everybody is staying safe. Do what you can. Stay healthy. Keep collecting. Vanguard says, for me, though, Keaton news is good news at all, but bring back Batfleck. I'm hoping that's the case, too. There's all those rumors about him with the HBO series that maybe that they'll film this series with him and Deathstroke. I mean, come on. How amazing would that be? I mean, we get multiple universes. I love it. I love it. Ryan says they need to get Kevin Conroy back as a live action Wayne too. See, that would be fun too. Anything with Kevin Conroy. He's just absolutely the best. Absolutely the best. Let's see. Alfonso Adams says, good night from Portugal. What are we up to? Just doing a random chat, bud. Thank you for joining us tonight. I hope Portugal's. I don't know if anybody's ever watched from Portugal. Maybe that's awesome. Ace of Spades says, shout out to all your collectors and the Batman statue collector. Keep it up. Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate that. Chris Lima says a multiverse would be cool. Bring in the Batman who laughs. Yeah. He is terrifying. I don't know exactly how they would portray him on film. But man, how cool. Think of the possibilities of that. I mean, that's just crazy. That's awesome. Dan Buster says would be a great way to backdoor into Batman Beyond film, like you said. Give you Terry McGinnis. Yeah. I was never a big Batman Beyond fan. I don't know that storyline very well. So I would love a movie version to help me explain more about the characters. Because that would be fun. Arkham Gaming says, Chris, both Jeffrey D. Morgan and Michael Keaton are in talks, so we'll get both Flashpoint Batman and Batman 89. See, that's what I'm saying. Imagine you get both. You get all these different Batmans in one film. Like, I love that. I love it. Absolutely crazy. Hey, Eric B says, collection looking good. Thanks, Eric. I gave him a hard time this week because Eric is the reason why this case behind me, whatever direction it is, it has changed so much because I bought his Batman. That's his Batman right there. So it's definitely in a good home, Eric. And look what you've started. Look, you've changed basically most of my case. But I'm thinking it looks great. Thank you guys so very much for watching the comparison video and the unboxing and the review of Harley Quinn. I really love her. I think she's fantastic. I did sell my OG. I know some of you are going to kill me. I sold her to a great collector. It's part of this group. So anyway, she's going to a good home. I have a really good offer for my Poison Ivy, my OG Poison Ivy. I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to keep her or not. She's not going to go back in the case. I've made my decision, but I don't know. Again, thanks, Eric, for starting this all. Eloko says, hello, besides Batman, who is your favorite Justice League member? When I was a kid, I would say Superman. But I think now I would probably say Wonder Woman. Or maybe Aquaman, the movie versions. but I really like what they've done with those two characters. And again, I didn't really know anything about Aquaman or Cyborg or any of those characters until the movie came out. I'm pretty much strictly a Batman fan, so expanding my horizons with some of these other characters, but I really like Gal Gadot, and I think she's my second favorite. Yak Attack says, just curious, is there any news on what DC pieces Daniel Bell is working on? No, nothing that I can say or that I know of. I will only say that I've had some communications with Sideshow, and they have something massive planned for you guys. They didn't get into specifics, but something massive that they've been working on is coming. I'm assuming San Diego Comic-Con time, so be on the lookout. Ark says maybe Keaton will be Batman Who Laughs and have a Beetlejuice fight. That'd be, oh my God, I didn't even think about that. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Edwin says Keaton was great in Birdman, so I'm assuming you guys want me to check that out. Hugo says, good evening. I hope everybody is safe. Absolutely. Absolutely. Keaton as Batman Who Laughs, I'm down. Yeah. It's freaking awesome. Canada is starting up again as well. Yeah, talking about COVID. Yeah, it seems like a lot of places are going back to normal, which we have to do, but at the same time, people are getting sick. So, El Loco says, "Are you excited for the Avengers game?" Sorry for the Marvel question. I don't know anything about it. Let me know. Type it down there. Levi says, I think this will happen with the COVID once lockdown is over. It'll rise back up. It'll be a while before it all dies down. Yeah, I think it's going to do this for a couple years. I think we're in it for a long time, but we still have to live, right? Ryan says, anyone ever played the Arkham VR? I just beat it. It was brilliant. No, I haven't. I know like George over at MC just got like an Oculus. I've been looking into those things. I don't really understand how they work. I know you have to plug them into your computer, at least some of them. But I think it'd be really fun to do that game, virtual reality, but I've never done it personally. Highly recommend watching the Batman Beyond animated film, The Return of Joker. Okay, I'll check that out. Thank you, Sergio. I need to brush up on it. I need to do that. But I spend all my time editing, so I don't have a life outside of this laptop. Filming and editing, that's what I do every day. Hey, Levi, I didn't realize you were in England. I'm in Scotland. Wow, that's awesome. That's really cool. Got the thumbs up from Eric. That's good. Archangel says, Chris sold OG Harley unsubbed. Yep. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I knew I was going to get some crap for it. Hey, Jim Mintz in the house. Hey, Jim, I vote to replace all old PFs with new. Well, I'm keeping Bane and I'm keeping Killer Croc unless they make really good different. If they make a better Killer Croc, I would consider it. But this Joker, I can't get rid of. I cannot get rid of that Joker. I've thought about getting the Pogo Stick one just to see what it's like in person and maybe do a comparison. And I might do that. But I love my OG Joker. And I do feel like he still works with the case. He's not perfect, but I do feel like he works. Michael Dwyer says, you plan on getting that Batman 0-year statue? Yeah, I posted that in the group today. I'm trying to figure out what to put on my white shelves. They're narrow. Actually, I'm going to build them wider so I can put some maybe 1/3 scale stuff, some bigger 1/4 scale things, 1/3. And that piece is 1/4, even though I said it was 1/3. It's not. It's 1/4, and I really like it. And I don't know if it'll end up in the Batcave. I mean, which one would you rather have? Would you rather have that one, the 0-year, or would you rather have like the Batman versus the Dragon, the Joker Dragon? I've considered that piece because it's just so mind-blowing, crazy. I don't know. I'm on this buying kick right now. I really want a lot of these pieces, but again, I just don't know if I have the room. So I just talked about that 0-year bats. It's just such a great piece. It wasn't my favorite story by any means, but again, it's Capullo. So what's not to like? Yeah, Jim Mint is in the house. Darn right he is. Glad he's here. Let's see. New Aquaman PF had. I'm not sure what that means. You had the new Aquaman? I'm not sure. Oh, new Aquaman has to be coming. I see. Yeah, I would imagine there's going to be a lot of big reveals at San Diego Comic-Con online with Sideshow. No doubt about it. And I'm really, really hoping for some villains of the Batman variety. Give me a Two-Face. They had that art print not too long ago. Man-Bat, Clayface, Two-Face, Ra's al Ghul. I think I'm forgetting a few, but they were on that art print. I think they're coming. They're trying to destroy the character of Superman. Put jokes aside, Superman is the greatest superhero of all time. He very well might be. But he's no Batman. All right. Do you think, Rome says, do you think we'll ever get a 1/3 or 1/4 scale Ra's al Ghul or Ra's al Ghul, however you want to say it, from Sideshow or Prime One? Yes, I do. It might be in the next 20 years. Who knows? But I do feel like eventually Sideshow will get to those premium formats. I know I've done polls in my group, and Ra's al Ghul is always at the top of the list. He might be 1, 2, or 3, but he's always at the top. And people want him. There's a demand, and if Sideshow or Prime One's listening, they will make him because they will sell. They will sell. Let's see. Loco says in the past you were thinking of getting the 2019 Joker Prime One studio piece. Have you decided on it yet? Getting the 2019 Joker. Oh, are you talking about the movie piece? If it's the movie piece, yes, I am considering it. I'm trying not to collect movie pieces. Like I've stayed away from you know how much I love Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger, I did not buy the Queen Studios piece. I did not buy it because I'm trying to stay away from movie pieces. But if I was going to buy one with things that I've seen so far on the market, it would be the Prime One piece. Like it is phenomenal. Best head sculpt I've ever seen in my life, bar none. Absolutely fantastic. So it might end up in here. Hoping it doesn't because I don't have space for movie pieces. I just don't. Warhawk Legend 69 says, speaking of games, less than 5 months till the PS5. I will be buying one of those. I am not a giant gamer, but if there are Batman games associated with that system, I'm buying it. I bought a PS4 strictly because of the Arkham games. Arkham Knight. It's the only game I played. Hey, Jeff Morris is in the house. Hey, Jeff, if you want to jump on, come on in. I sent you the link. It's up to you. Arkham Gaming says we're going to get a multiverse in the Flash movie. Do you think, other than multiple versions of Batman, do you think we'll see multiple versions of Flash, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Cyborg, and Superman? I think anything is possible, but I just don't think that there's that same history as Batman. We've had a lot more Batman. We haven't had old versions of Aquaman, we've had a few Superman. I think maybe if anything, we would maybe, is it Brandon Routh? I think we can maybe get him a little bit. Maybe, again, Christopher Reeve is not with us anymore. So I don't think that they would maybe go that direction as much as they will with Batman. But heck, anything's possible. That's what makes it fun. Anything's possible. Let's see. That Prime One Batman is minty fresh. Which one? This one back here? Amazing. I love this statue. Love it. Dan Blaster says, update for you, Chris. Now up to 5 Prime One Arkham pieces. Got Two-Face and Scarecrow coming. Just got Origins Joker. That is awesome. That is awesome. You cannot go wrong with the Arkham pieces. Ask anybody that has them. You very rarely see them sold. People are keeping them because they're that good. I think people are selling them only because of space. Or if they want to buy new statues. Let's see. Eagle Eye says, do you have a Blu-ray collection? Yeah, we have probably 70, 80 Blu-rays. Nothing I display. We just have it in our living room. So everything's streaming now. So we don't really bother with Blu-rays all that often. It's amazing how quickly technology changes. How about a 1/3 scale Riddler? How long do we have to wait? If I had a watch on, it's currently charging. If I had a watch on, I feel like this answer will be freaking forever. Freaking forever. He is the Riddler. Come on. 1/4 scale Riddler? Come on. Come on. We need it. We need it. Statue Man 88 says, how can you not mention Penguin that is on the, yeah, and Riddler. Yeah, Riddler and Penguin. Again, 2 more. Oh, Jason Stillwell. Hello. Statue Man 88. I don't think I knew that was you. I didn't think I knew that was your name on there. But anyway, Jason Stillwell in the house. Yeah, I don't know how I forgot those 2 either. Again, there's so many freaking villains that have not been done. I shouldn't have to forget these characters. There should already be a Penguin and a Riddler and a Clayface and a Ra's al Ghul and a all of those in this case back here, right? I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. El Loco says, by the way, thanks to you, I'm getting the Batman Arkham Knight. Love your review and the piece itself. So thank you very much. Hey, that means the world to me. Anytime that I can inspire you guys to pick up a piece because of my review, that is like the biggest compliment in the world. Thank you guys for that. Thank you. Carolyn, hello. Nice that you're here. I love your Batman there. That's awesome. Levi says, movie Joker is amazing. Yeah, amazing. Jesse says, I think XM will do Ra's 1/4. Probably. They have been, I feel like, more daring with the characters. The fact that they did a penguin, a samurai penguin, they're the first high-end penguin I think that's ever been done. And they're a little bit more ballsy, I think. But I do feel like we'll get those other characters from the other companies at some point. But I do feel like, I know like the Arkham line, I know for a fact, because I've talked to Prime 1, I've talked to people from Prime 1, some of those Arkham pieces just didn't sell very well. Some did, some sold out or are near sold out, but there's a lot of other characters that just sat on the shelf. And of course, they lose money. They don't want boxes sitting on their shelf. They don't want boxes from 3 years ago that haven't been sold yet. So I get why they don't want to do some of those characters. It is a risk. Absolutely, it's a risk. So it sucks for collectors that really want those characters, but I do tip my hat that any company is brave enough to do some of these characters. I know Tweeterhead, I've had some really great conversations with Chad, and wait till you see what they have coming. Like, just wait. Just wait. I'm excited. I can't tell you guys about it, but just wait. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Danny Wayne says, do you like the Batman Armored PF? Yes, I do. I've had it in my pre-order cart many times, but I just didn't have room for it, and I'm trying not to collect movie pieces. Yeah. Hoping XM puts out a bunch of Batman villains out the gate with this new 1/4 DC license. I think they will. I think they will. Chris, is the room in your new home bigger than your last Batcave or roughly the same size? It's wider. It does not have the art or the slanted ceilings, so I'm able to go higher a bit. It also, I think it is not quite as deep. Not quite as deep this way. But I do feel like it's wider, and I do feel like I'm able to fit more in the space. It is potentially something that might happen down the road where I might move into a different room, or when my kids are off to college or something, I might put my collection in the living room, which is going to give me a lot more space. Or, we've talked about that big storage space that's under my garage. Potentially down the road, that could be my new Batcave too. But for right now, this is where I'm at, the size, and I'm really happy with the look of this room. I had some people come into the Batcave this week, and they're like, oh my God, like they've never seen anything like it. And they felt like it was a museum. They're like, this is a museum in here. And that's the feel that I like. I don't know if I'd be able to capture it in some of those other spaces, if that makes any sense. A local says, oh, getting that joke from Prime 1, totally agree. The best head sculpt, such a mind-blowing piece of art. Yeah, the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, it's insane. Hey, the Bataholics here. Been thinking a lot about the Prime 1 XE suit. That's a piece that I've considered also. It's a phenomenal piece. A lot of people have paired him up with Mr. Freeze and have them facing each other. I just don't have the space for him. He's too big, but he is a phenomenal piece. I recommend him. Arkham Gaming, do you think XM will make a Nightwing in the Rebirth line? Probably. Yeah, the new 52 Prime 1 Batman in your backdrop. Yeah, looking really good. Thank you. I love this thing. I love it. Cool Selection says that would be an instant buy for me. Yep, absolutely. Good morning to you. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but good morning. Good morning. Hoping if Arkham Ivy does well, we might get some Arkham Legacy pieces, maybe like a yearly or a 2-year special. Riddler Penguin. That'd be amazing. I don't know how well Ivy is sold. I am hoping to get her. I'm waiting to see if she is on sale at Sideshow. I'm hoping. I'm also hoping they do the Bane, because I'll be buying both of those if that's the case. But I'm kind of waiting to see at this point. Indra says, hello, everyone. Hello. Getting some new names in the chat tonight. It's nice to see you. Carolyn says, Lee Bermejo, Batman statue. Yeah. I have Noel. I'm not sure if that's what you mean, but also the Batman Damned. And, of course, the Joker, probably my most anticipated piece. Cannot wait to own that thing. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. I want a real nice Shazam and Black Adam combo. If the Black Adam movie does well, I think it might happen. They did do a Shazam piece. I'm kind of ho-hum on that piece, but I liked the film, but I wasn't like ecstatic about it. So if you're a really big Zachary Levi fan, go for it. But I would imagine they'll do a rock Black Adam for sure. Clayface would be, Matthew says, a Clayface would be easy to make, nice and a great piece. Yeah. The fact that he hasn't been done, I just don't get it. Dan the man right there, Wayne Manor checking in. Hey, Dan, that thing you got for Father's Day was so cool. I'm just so impressed with that. So that was awesome. That was awesome. Sergio says, favorite live action Joker. If you watch this channel, you know who it is, but I'm going to tell you again. It is the Heath Ledger Joker, my favorite Joker of all time. I love the other Jokers as well. Nicholson's phenomenal. They've all been good to a certain degree, but Heath Ledger Joker, I don't know if anybody can ever top him for me. I said the same thing about Nicholson, though, too. C, just C. Not D, not E, not E, or F, or G. Just C. I like that. Not sure if somebody else already asked, but what is your opinion on the Batfleck DC movies, Ben Affleck version of Batman? He is not my favorite Batman. He is not my Batman that I grew up with, but I like him as Batman. I did not love him in Justice League. I did like him in Batman versus Superman. I think he did a phenomenal job. It's probably the best on-screen suit. And I hope we see more of him. I think that this whole new Snyder Cut is going to start something special, and I think we're going to see him again. I feel it. Vingar says, I'm out of here. Need some sleep. Hey, good night. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate that. Cool Selection says, do you think the 1989 Batmobile will make a return in the Flash film? I think potentially. I think we could see it in the background. I don't think they're going to necessarily use it, but oh my God, fans are going to go just ape for that if that's the case. Jeff Morris says, if anyone is interested, I'm sorry, my Prime 1 Arkham Knight Robin, buy this from him. If you need an Arkham Knight Robin, this guy is amazing. He's really kept it really nice and well, absolutely phenomenal shape, and he needs this sold because he is trying to fund the Batman Who Laughs, which is one of the best pieces on the planet. So you need to buy his Robin. If you're looking for a Robin, he's a great piece. He was my favorite of the good guys, but I didn't have space for him in my old Batcave, so I sold him. Buy this Robin, okay? I hope that did something, Jeff. I want to make sure we get that thing sold. Felipe says, hello from Brazil. I love this international crowd we have going on tonight. This is awesome. Really awesome. Let's see here. What's your favorite Batmobile? Have you ever considered getting a model, or are you not into the Batmobiles? I love the Batmobiles. I have, over the years, considered getting the Hot Toys figures. So I would love to do that at some point, those big models. I think my favorite Batmobile is the 89 Batmobile. Probably followed up by the Tumbler next. Let's see what else we got. Sorry, Dan just messaged me. He just did a review on one of his art prints, so stay tuned to that. I cannot wait to look at it. I can't wait to watch it. So that's awesome. Spider says, hey, gang. Nice to see you, Spider. Having a wife that will let you move your collection in the living room, priceless. Well, let's not count our chickens before they hatch. That's going to be a whole nother sell job on my part. Let's see. Martin K says, what's happening? Hey, Martin. Nice that you're here tonight. Let's see. I'm from Russia. That's awesome. That's awesome. Let's see. What's the youngest a child can be kicked out of the house? I need to expand my Batcave. Well, I think it really depends on what state. I don't know. But yeah, I think traditionally 18 is probably a good starting point. Our child goes to quarantine. Yeah, absolutely. Jeff Morris, is that available to the likes of the UK or domestic US only? Hey, you might have a buyer, Jeff. You might. Let's see. I'm missing some things here. What's your thoughts about Batman from Iron Studios 1/3 scale? I like that piece a lot, but I've never been drawn to it like some people are. Some people that I've talked to think it's like the best Batman of all time, end all be all. I really do like the pose. I like the bat signal. I think it's really awesome, but I've just never been drawn to it like I have to have it. Same way with the Batman Samurai piece. I never went down that road because I just didn't feel like it was drawing me to it. Now, the new piece they've shown off, I am interested in that, which, again, could start a whole nother thing. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm going to need some therapy. I'm going to need you guys to have – so I'm going to have to do a whole show on that therapy to not buy that Samurai line. But anyway, I do really like the Iron Studios 1/3 scale Joker. I have that on pre-order. I cannot wait for that piece. So I'm going to keep pointing at the camera. I'm not sure why. But, yeah, Felipe – yeah. Hola, David. Nice to see you, bud. Because Prime 1 Batman Arkham City statue sold out very fast. Do you think we will be getting a Nightwing, Robin, Catwoman, Riddler, and more? I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one you mean. Arkham City, like the small ones? You're talking about the small Arkham City statue? I didn't know they sold out if they did. If that's the case, I've heard they're just going to do Batmans in that scale. So we'll see. Just hit 36 days without bathing. Archangel, I feel very sorry for your family and your neighbors. And it's time, dude. It's time. It's time. Jeff says, I'm not sure how much shipping to the UK would be. Probably expensive. I can tell you that I shipped the Harley overseas near the Russia area. And I don't usually like to ship internationally, but I did ship Harley, and it was $84 or $85. I can't remember, $85 for that box. So you can imagine it would probably be to ship Robin, probably $150 to $200, probably. That's just a guess. Shipping is nuts right now. Yakatak says, no idea why Prime 1 chose Arkham City Ivy to produce instead of Arkham Knight Ivy. I would have preferred Arkham Knight. I think most collectors would have, especially because they didn't do an Arkham City piece, right? I don't think they did. Maybe they did. Maybe like one of the skins was Arkham City. But like all the pieces I have are either Arkham Knight or Arkham Origins. So I don't know. I think it must have been a personal choice for Mr. J that he liked that version better. But I would have preferred Arkham Knight. I want an Arkham Knight Penguin. Yeah. Arkham Knight. Dan again. Let's see. Rome Ross says, all right, my break is over. Got to run. Hey, Dan, Rome, thanks for joining us tonight. Thanks for spending your break with us. Joe Latore 2 says, not sure if you answered this question. Are you getting Prime 1 0 year? Thinking about it. Kind of, I don't know. I love it. I just don't know if I have the space. Harley Quinn says, hey, I'm here. Hello again, Harley. Dan Blaster says, no problem, thought. So, Jeff, thanks for answering. Sorry for the side hustling in the chat, Chris. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. buy that thing from Jeff. If you're even zero interested at all, like 1% interest, work out a deal with him. Come on. Martin K says, I'm excited to see Keaton as Batman again. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Matt Collection sent me a text on Father's Day to tell his kids he loves and misses them. Oh, I love your banter with Mac. It's so fantastic. The worst Batman was George Clooney. I don't feel like it was his fault. Anthony says, good evening. Hello to you as well. Clooney would have made a good Batman in a completely different movie. I think so too. Movie was a joke. Eduardo says, whatever happened to your half-scale Heath Ledger Joker? It was like a giant dress-up doll. I traded it in for my Queen Studios Joker. What Rogue would you not buy for your 1/4 scale collection? The one I have not bought, and it's never brought up. I'm surprised that people don't bring it up, but I don't have the Deathstroke. It's never been in the case. I've never owned it. I've considered it. I've considered like buying it and maybe like kind of like painting it differently or upgrading the paint somehow. But compared to other Deathstrokes that I own, if they did another one, he would be in the case. It's a good question, though. David says, BSC, which statue of Batfleck do you recommend that is 1/4 scale? Probably the armor version from Sideshow. I think that's a good piece. Really good piece. If you are even considering a 1/3 scale piece, get that Justice League Batman. It's one of the best statues I've ever seen. I regret not getting it. But again, I'm not collecting movie pieces. Have to stay focused. Jeff says, thanks for QVCing for Chris. So yeah, absolutely. Anything we could do to help this transaction happen, I really want him to have Batman Who Laughs. Just because I know how good it is. And he knows how good it is too. Speaking of Arkham City, Chris, would you have preferred the exclusive to be an Arkham Nighthead since her body is not that different? That would have been awesome. I mean, I don't know how well it would have worked, but yeah. Man, that would have been cool. Good idea. Good idea. What the Batwing? Anthony says the Batwing is the ship that he flies in. You know, the Batwing, 1989. Dun, 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 you know, targets Joker. Okay, sorry, getting off on a rant there. Okay, Indra says it would be great to see a Mad Hatter and Riddler statue. I'd buy them all. I would. I'm glad. What's your name? My name is Chris. Best QVC. Think you're on to stuff. Our BSC QVC. Hey, that's not a bad idea. We're always looking for ideas for shows. So, you know, speaking of new shows, if you haven't watched it already, definitely check out Kelly Z's new show on our channel. I'm so glad that she's part of our channel now. She's fantastic. She loves geeky, nerdy stuff like we do. And she's just so nice. And I'm so glad that she's part of our channel. She's going to be doing an ongoing series, you know, comic book hauls, toys, and also comic book store tours. She travels a lot. And so I'm very excited because she's going to fill a hole that I don't always provide on the channel. So give that video some love. Follow her on Instagram, Ravenous Kells, and just give her some love because she did a phenomenal job, and it's only going to get better from here. That was just episode 1. So I'm awesome. I'm so excited. All this Batman news is great, and the rest of the DC movies. I can't wait for Black Adam. Yeah, I think it's going to be really exciting going forward. I think they're really starting to get their stuff together, so to speak. So I'm excited. I'm excited. Josh says, if this guy is famous for Batman, then I am for Shazam Black Adam. I have just about everything ever made. So that's awesome. That's really cool. So start your Black Adam channel. That'd be cool. I love it. I love it. What do you think about Michael Keaton coming back? We've already talked about that, Anthony, earlier, but I'm stoked. I'm so excited. he is my Batman. I really like Christian Bale too. I like Ben Affleck. I love Batman, period. But man, Michael Keaton is my Batman. My Batman. Anthony Garcia says hashtag restraint. And that is not the first time that hashtag has appeared on this channel. Believe me. Believe me. What was the other one, Jeff? The hashtag the people's codpiece. We still need to make a shirt of that. The people's codpiece. If anybody can design the Batman, just that logo somehow for a t-shirt, send it my way. I would love that. That'd be awesome. Do you have a Pinterest account? No, I don't have Pinterest, but I do have TikTok of all things. I've got Instagram and I've got Facebook, Batman Statue Collector, Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles. But what if you just got the Samurai Joker? I did. I ordered that. I don't have room for him. I have literally no space for this guy. But I was talking with the crew earlier, and I'm just buying stuff. I'm going to figure it out as I go. I'm really excited about the Batman Samurai, and I bought it because it's up on Sideshow now. I was worried about the shipping right now with through Prime One, and maybe they'll get that figured out after all this mess is over with. But I was really glad that it went on pre-order. I don't have any space for it, but I really like that Joker. Didn't love the movie, but I don't care. I love the statue. The Bataholic, ever thought about a Batman tattoo? You know what? My wife says that to me all the time. Like, I can't believe you don't have one yet. I have 3 tattoos, and the one on my arm is the coin from Pirates of the Caribbean, the Aztec gold coin. And I really want to do like a Pirates of the Caribbean sleeve because that's I love those movies and I love the ride at Disney. But I thought about doing like a full sleeve on this arm. What do you guys think? Should I do it? Would you do it black and white? Would you do it color? Would you do like animated series? I don't know. Do I want to be a 40-something-year-old dude with cartoon Batman on my arm? I don't know. But anyway. You have fun at home here. Yes, I do. We're having fun tonight. I hope everybody's enjoying themselves. If you are, please give this video a like. Please smash that like button if you're having a good time on a Wednesday evening. Anthony says, hashtag restraint. Yeah. Intervention for me. Intervention for me. Tom Hardy is once again joined us. Here's Bane. Here's Bane. I've heard you say that you have the Batman Ninja on pre-order. You should definitely get the new Samurai Bats to go with it. The more I see of that, I'm convinced that I probably do need to get it. However, they have teased another version. That's been a while though, but that version matches better. He's lower to the ground. He's got the same flags like the Joker has. The Joker has that purple flag off to the side, or that banner. And Batman has a couple of black banners. So I personally think that if they ever do that one, I think it would pair better. But I really do like that the Prime one, the original one. I just don't know. Some people have also said, and I've seen some pictures, that maybe the sizes don't really match up all that well. I'm not sure. I've only seen one photo of them together, which I always thought was weird. Like, why not have them at conventions? Maybe that's why. Maybe the sizes are off a little bit, but I would like to see more. If anybody has photos of them together, please send them to me. Bat in the North, Wayne Manor North, Mr. Dan says, I agree with Tom Hardy. And of course he does, because he's Bane. Batman says that Batman New 52 is looking dope where it is. I asked my friends in our group. I asked Dan. I asked Jeff. I asked the other Jeff. I asked Mac. I asked my boys, and I said, hey, does this look good here? And most of them said, no, it's not balanced. And they're right. But I don't know where else to put him. So he has just kind of stayed here on this unfinished bookshelf. It's dusty. I haven't even dusted it. I don't know where else to put him. I do like him here, but I need to figure out something to balance him out on the other side of the room. So we'll see. Time will tell. Time will tell. Let's see here. I know I'm way behind on the chat, guys. I apologize. That's awesome. Trio for now, at least. That's awesome. El Loco. Thor Gunderson is in the house. They went live. I caught the very end live earlier, so go check out Darth Castle. They did a live or a unboxing of with Elba, right? It was the vampire piece. I think Castlevania, maybe. I'm not sure. Caught the very end, but go check it out after you're done watching this. Anyway, Zero Year, embrace your destiny. Yes, he is always right. Always right. Would you like to see a Cassandra Cain or Stephanie Brown Batgirl? Maybe. I mean, I guess we already did see a Batwoman, right? Is that Cassandra Cain? I can't remember. Let's see. The Sideshow Deathstroke is awesome if you've never seen another Deathstroke. Yeah. Yeah, it is an awesome statue if you've never seen another Deathstroke statue. It's still good, but yeah, if you have the Prime 1/1, just can't go there. You still have the half-scale Batman? No, I sold that long ago to a really amazing collector. Very big name in the community. So I'm really glad that he has that piece. Arkham Origins is my favorite Deathstroke design so far. 9 to 10. The Arrow one looked cheap. 4 to 10. The Titans was okay. Okay. Have you checked out any of the Bat Force radio podcast episodes? I think you would enjoy their content, some of it even statue-centric. I know of them, but I have not listened to the podcasts. Not yet, but I need to. Anthony says, yeah, I know about the Batwing, but did you get one to display with your Batman collection? Would you? I've thought about it. I think it'd kind of look cool, like if I had it above my case or something, or even hanging from the ceiling, but I just haven't gone there. Haven't gone there yet. Hey, we have a super chat. Hey, thank you very much, David. He says, BSC, is there a statue of Batfleck that you would recommend, preferably one that is 1/4 scale? That one actually came up earlier as well. I would personally recommend, if you're going to go 1/4 scale, I really like the armored Batman from Batman versus Superman. I think that piece is really big, so you're getting a lot of bang for your buck because it's a larger looking piece, and it's intimidating looking, but the other one's just okay in my opinion, but if you wanted to go a little bit bigger than 1/4 scale, I would definitely recommend the Justice League piece from Prime 1 Studio. It's one of the best I've ever seen. But that armored piece, I think you can still get it every once in a while. Look at the buy-sell trade groups. It's a fun piece. Thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you very, very much. Dan Blaster says, would you have liked Prime 1 to have continued the Arkham bust after Batman that provided alternate head sculpt? Yeah, like they just did. I was actually thinking that they would, or maybe even do the bust just for characters that they didn't do the line, like do a Penguin bust, do a Riddler bust. If you're not going to give those to the collectors, it wouldn't be that much money out of your pocket to produce those. At least I would think. But I don't know how well the busts sold because I think you can still find them from time to time pretty easily. But that would be kind of cool to do those busts for characters that we haven't seen before in bust form. I think that would be cool. I love that idea. I love it. Cool Selection says, do you think Keaton will return to continue the storyline from his film series, lead up to Batman Beyond, or an adaptation of Kingdom Come? I do feel like it'll be Batman Beyond. I think it'll just be where we pick up. You know, he's been fighting crime all this time, and now he's old and tired. That's what I think will happen, and I hope it does. I think that would be awesome. What's an obscure rogue you don't expect to ever get a statue, but would be an instant buy? Yes, and yes. I will get any premium format they do, but I really want I would really like a Professor Pig from the Arkham line, specifically, and I would really like a premium format of the Ventriloquist. Yeah, I've always loved the Ventriloquist. That would be a no-brainer for me. I would love it. Absolutely love it. It doesn't matter whether it's the guy version holding the puppet or the I don't remember the girl's name that holds the puppet. She didn't last very long, but they would probably sell more statues with her. But I would love a Ventriloquist. Red Hood, hello. Just bought my first statue ever. I bought the new 52 Batman statue that you have over your shoulder. Gets here tomorrow. Congratulations. It is a beautiful statue. One of my favorites in my collection by far. It wasn't one I planned to get. I'm so glad I did. Congratulations. That's awesome. Harley Quinn says, how many statues do you have? Too darn many. Too darn many. Gosh, I don't even know at this point. Probably over 50, I think. Yikes. Josh says, yeah, if I made a channel, I'd get to do one review every year or two with how little they put out. Been debating, but 2 little ones, so time is short. Yeah. Luckily, being the Batman statue collector, I have a lot of options of things coming. A lot of Batmans. Black Adam statue collector, that's tough. That's tough. Anthony says, don't do it, no tattoos. There you go. Dan the Man says, have to run, folks. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Dan, thanks for joining us. I really appreciate it. Let's see here. I'm interested, everyone in the chat, what was your first big statue piece you bought? In 1/3, 1/4, mine was Arkham Knight Harley. Man, that's a great statue. If that's your first statue, that's phenomenal. My first 1/4 scale piece was Jack Sparrow, the original Jack Sparrow PF. Let me see here. No, I didn't try to get caught up here. Thornton Applebottom. Hello. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Thanks for joining us, Thornton. Mala says, how about Snake Eyes versus Batman? A match made in hell. That'd be one heck of a battle. But Batman has to win, right? Batman says, now you're making me want to pick it up. Do it. Peer pressure. We're so bad in this community because we know how exciting it is to get a new piece. Absolutely. I don't understand everything in English, but cool. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you even being here. That's awesome. Hey, I love the compare Buzzdog, excuse me. Hey, I love the compare OG to new Sideshow statues. Are you considering the new Harley? I'm assuming I just got this Harley here, but I'm assuming you're talking about the Hell on Wheels. And yes, I am. Yes, I am. I don't know if I just don't know if she can beat this one in my case. I like the Jester look, so I don't know. Harley is stuck on repeat again. Yep. I like it. She says, I love you guys. Come on. Harley loves you guys. Mac Collections. Mac in the house. Mac Mizzle is correct. Glad he's here tonight. Let's see. Mac Collections. Chris doing pop-up live shows now. Yeah. It's an off night for Rogues Gallery, so I thought, why not just randomly pop up? I was bored as can be, so. Mac, if you're still here and want to pop on, go for it. I sent the link in the group. Copper Crabtree says, you make me want to get my first premium format. How do you justify to yourself getting as many statues as you have? I justify it because this is my hobby. Some people save up their money and they buy expensive cars or take expensive trips or buy jewelry or buy motorcycles, spend money getting their whole body tattooed. Whatever your hobby is, this is mine. This is what gives me happiness. I think it's why a lot of you guys out there collect, is because it gives you some sort of happiness to be surrounded by something that you love. So that's how I justify. Do I regret spending all this money? Yep, I do. But I've really had a good time spending it. That's for sure. Good question. That's a good question. What statues would you like Prime 1 to make villains or Batman versions? All of them. All of these villains that have not been done. I feel like I've talked ad nauseum about them, but I really want all of those characters. Penguin, Riddler, Ra's al Ghul, Clayface, Man-Bat, Professor Hugo Strange. I was thinking different professor. Professor Hugo Strange. I want those characters. Ventriloquist. Harley says, your videos are so amazing. Oh my God, I love it. Thank you very much. Red Hood, big fan. Love how you carry 2 guns, but why did you take so long to come back? Good question. Let's see. Ark says, hey guys, Chris has a secret man cave. It's all Marvel. I used to. If I had unlimited money, I would definitely have an Iron Man room. No doubt. Ian H says, hey, big fan here. I sent you a portrait. I hope it showed up. So hold on. I'll be right back. So Ian here, I want to personally thank you. I recently did this is kind of a spoiler, but I did a What's in the Box video. It's coming up soon on the channel. I've already filmed it. It's already available to members. If you are a member of this channel and the join button down below, you get to see these videos early before everybody else, different perks and stuff like that. So anyway, Ian sent me a really awesome letter. And he also sent me incredible art because he's an artist. So I'm going to show you what he sent me. Look at that. Is that not amazing? Ian, thank you so very much. This is so freaking cool. It's just incredible. Look at that. That's so cool. So anyway, this is on my unboxing video. And again, I just want to thank you so very much. I love getting fan mail or fan art or anything that you guys want to send me. I love getting stuff from you guys. So anyway, thank you very much, Ian. And again, this is so freaking awesome. Thank you very much. You're amazing. That's awesome. Thank you very much. And thank you for the letter. This was awesome. Thank you so much. Your art is amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right, let's see. Do you like the new Catwoman or Harley better? I don't know. I think Harley. I think I like the Harley better. Bane once again says, radical proposal. You're going to have to build a bigger case for your sideshow. I'm going to quit that. It's going to hurt my throat. You need to build a bigger case for your sideshow display. Put the new 52 bats in that MF and ditch the sideshow bats. New 52 bats would look amazing soaring above the Rogue. So, yeah, without question, I need to build a new case. I have a case in mind. It's a metal shelf just like this one. I have to build a new wood frame again. The biggest problem is the reason why I haven't wanted to build a bigger case is I'm going to have to reprint that backdrop. And because I'm going to need it bigger. Unless I do this backdrop and put some like black kind of curtains along the side or something. I don't know. I'm going to have to be creative, but there will be a bigger case. I am going to try that. If I get this case big enough, I am going to try this Batman in the case just to see if it works better. But right now, I'm really, really happy with the Batman that I have in the case right now because, again, it matches with the rest of the line. So, good question, though. Really good question. Chris, thank you for the surprise pop. Another outstanding. Well, I think you mean like pop-up video. But anyway, Andre, thank you very much. I'm so glad. Thank you. A Prime 1 Black Canary would be great showing her canary cry. That could be interesting. That could be interesting. Yeah, they did Zatanna. So a Black Canary, I think, would do very well. I think the female pieces always do well. So, yeah, why not? Running out of space. Good Lord, is that always the problem? Absolutely. Wallace says, I want to start a statue collection. Do you think the new 52 is a good point to begin? Are you talking about this Batman right here? Yeah. It's the only Batman you need. I mean, if you only want one Batman, this is a great piece to start with. Absolutely. Ark says, my hobbies are statue collecting and booze. Well, the booze is probably going to cost more in the long run. But, yeah, Mac laughs at that. Dan Blaster says, throw in an Arkham Knight. Oh, my God. I want Firefly. I want the Arkham Firefly from Prime 1. I want that one really bad. I want Firefly. I want Penguin. I want Riddler. And I think I'd be pretty happy if I got those 3. Is that 3? Yeah. Jesse says, oh, yes, got to be more selective when space is limited. You are preaching to the choir on that one. Absolutely. Art, pull up another trailer and you have plenty of space for new statues and bodies. Man, you guys are getting real dark on me all of a sudden. Gee, Merry Christmas. Cooper says, what makes you decide on collecting statues over, say, something like Hot Toys or something cheaper, such as Pops or 6-inch figures? I can tell you exactly why. It's another great question. I started out with smaller scale pieces. I started out with like Gentle Giant Star Wars busts. And those are great. I started out with Hot Toys. Those are great. But for me personally, and I'm probably going to offend some folks, but for me, they like the Hot Toys were just a little bit too doll-like for me. I felt a little strange when people came over to look at my collection. I thought, okay, well, he's collecting these dolls. I know that they're not dolls, but that's the vibe that I got from them. And so I really enjoy collecting the Dark Knight ones. I had those. But then I started getting into statues, and I liked the size of them. I liked that they were not posable. I thought that, that they were posed, and they were, permanent, and they were permanently the way they're supposed to be. And I started my love affair with statue collecting. So again, it's not saying anything bad about those smaller scale pieces, but for me, it was more about the bigger I got with my 1/4 scale and then 1/3 scale and then life-size busts, I couldn't go back down the other way. Hope that makes sense. Again, the artwork here, Ian. Wow, that's great, Ian. Cool artwork. Amazing job. Beautiful artwork. Oh my God, that is so cool. So again, thank you very much, Ian. You don't know how much this means to me. So thank you very much. Thank you. So awesome. Spider, my last trailer was towed away. Hey, Statue Man 88, thank you very much. $4.99 on Super Chat. Thank you very much. Ian, that is unbelievable. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your support. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Let's see here. Chris, is there an end game with you as far as collecting, or will you continue to collect as long as you are inspired? Right now, there's no end game. I'm constantly impressed with new pieces. I can't ever imagine my Arkham line going away. I mean, that takes up half my space. So the pieces that I do swap out are going to have to be pieces from this other half of the room, or I get a bigger space. But I don't see an end game at this point. I want to keep going. I love the passion of seeing new pieces or renders or teases of licensed pieces, and I really am excited about those. That passion's still there. So if the passion ever goes away, then I might fizzle down a little bit with the collecting. Love your Bane. I do too. Tom Hardy is full of great ideas. That Bane impression sounds a bit like Sean Connery. They call the dog Indiana. I don't know if that's any better or not. I don't know. Junior, let's see. The name's Bond, James Bond. I don't know. Sorry. Again, amazing art. Amazing art. Let's see. Tom Hardy Bane voice was such a choice that I kind of admire it, but it will never not be fun. It can be funny. It can be funny. Premium format, Dr. Fate. Absolutely. Dr. Fate was one of my favorite. I know nothing about Dr. Fate, but he was one of my favorite superpower figures from the Superpowers line. Loved his helmet. Loved his helmet. I don't know why you sounded like the guys of How Should Have Ended when you do that voice. I'm not sure what that means, but hopefully that's a good thing. I'm not sure. Mac, I'm going to leave your children alone at a bus stop. You guys are priceless. Priceless. The Prime 1 New 52 is difficult to display. Dimensions are weird. You do need some space around him. 15 inches on the base and even more on the cape. It's worth it to me. It's worth it. Mac Collection says dolls. Okay, so now we're back on the Hot Toys. Hot Toys are dolls. Jeff Morris says not dolls, action figures. I get that. I wish Hot Toys didn't make rooted hair for their females. These are like dolls for sure. Yeah. Jesse Hernandez says they're not dolls. I don't know. Like I said, I just felt subconscious about them. At the time, I was, in my 30s, having people over, like, I don't know. Just, it made me feel weird. Statues, I feel weird too. People come in this room and they're like, what the hell? My prom date was a doll. I figured that's what Mac would say, that your prom date was a doll. Do you have any Jim Lee artwork? No, I don't. I love Jim Lee. Love Jim Lee. Cooper says, got to go. Look forward to more content. Catch you on another stream. Thanks very much. Great questions tonight, Cooper. Levi says, I don't know what just happened. I dropped my phone down the side of my bed. I went to pick it up and I fell. It was so loud, but I'm back. Well, I hope you're okay. The Queen Studios 1/3 scale Joker letter gives me Hot Toys vibes due to the rooted hair and mixed media. I could see that. A little bit. I can see it. Jim Mintz back. Thoughts on Iron Studios X-Men diodes with all the proximity pieces? I love these proximity pieces, like the Iron Studios. Iron Studios. Sorry. The Iron Studios pieces are so fun because they are expensive. Like per piece is like $110, $20 for each one. But the fact that it makes this giant, really doable piece, I really think it's cool. I would love to see a Batman piece like that. I think that would be a lot of fun. Again, I don't know if I want to spend all of that money on the little figures because I want the bigger scale stuff. But again, by the time you get all the Sentinels and everything else in that incredible piece, I mean, holy cow, that is amazing. And I can't wait to see collectors that have it all done. Like I want to see it all together, and God bless them because it's just so cool. Great question, Jim. The impressions are on point. I can do other impressions. You want me? Like I can do the Joker. Of course, you have to go high and then low. Connery. I sound like Connery. I don't know about awesome. I'm something. I need to know more about Punchline. I haven't caught up to Punchline yet, but I've heard good things. Like people seem to like her. Jim is here. Where else would Jim be on a Wednesday night but watching me randomly stream? Come on. What do you think of the new Scarecrow? Oh, I can't not wait for this Scarecrow. I'm so excited. So excited. I'm more excited about him than Mr. Freeze. Those aren't doll prices. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Sideshow Scarecrow. If you guys haven't seen this piece, order it. It's phenomenal. Martin says, hello, Chris. You bring up something that I always question with action poses. It would be more difficult to put stuff together than having, as you call them, museum poses. Stay safe. Let me reread that. You bring up something that I always question with action poses. It must be more difficult to put stuff together than having, as you call them, museum poses. It just really depends on, like, for statues, the switch outs are real easy to swap out. Some of them have a museum pose, but by doing one little swap out, you get a little bit more action. Cuss Gamer says, that's a new name I don't recognize. Just wanted to say the way you have your stuff displayed is really impressive. I feel that how people present their collections is an equal part of it. I do too. I do not like junky collections. I don't like collections that are just thrown in there haphazardly. I like a plan. Now, I know not everybody can do that. I know that not everybody has the space or the ability to do that. My favorite collections are ones that are open air. Sometimes they're enclosed with good lighting, but I like everything spaced out so you can see each piece. I like a theme if possible, but I really like the way I display things. That's kind of where like my eye goes when I see other people's collections. But but I hear that a lot where people really like the way I display my stuff. And that means a lot to me because I wanted it to look classy. I wanted it to look high end. I wanted it to feel like a museum in here. And that's what it does. It does feel like a museum in here. Storage. Ask Jim Mint. If Jim Mint's still in here, ask him where he puts his brown boxes. I can't even imagine how many he's got at this point. What scale is the new 52 Batman? It's 1/4 scale. It's a little tiny bit oversized. Just a little baby bit oversized. Cape is great. I love this piece. This is one of my favorites in my collection. Sorry, my allergies are getting to me, guys. I apologize. I'm not leaving. They're starting to cut wheat here in Kansas, so the atmosphere is awful right now. It's been a really rough week, but harvest is here. I'm not leaving. You'll just have to drag me out of here. I need to probably get out of here soon. Been going for almost hour and 20 minutes. I wouldn't go near Hot Toys at the moment, not until they can do a head sculpt. It's worth the darn. Yeah, I think that they are amazing. Some of them lately have been a little off, but anyway, I still think Hot Toys are amazing. Just not for me. They're just not for me. Wonder when we'll be getting a reveal of the DC 1/4 line. I don't know. I think it'll be a bit. I only feel weird when people come over and they can hear the screams from the basement. I want to meet Archangel's neighbors. I love it. Do you think we'll see some surprises at DC fandom, like movies that we don't know of? Yes. I think they're going to pull out all the stops. I think we're going to get our video game information. I think we're going to get some movie information and hopefully some teasers. Absolutely. It's been a rough time for the movie industry in the last couple months. So I think they're going to want to drum up as much excitement as they can. Arkham game. Oh, I think we'll be surprised with a few things like series maybe, but movies, hard to say. Favorite live action Batman movie, Dark Knight. Probably followed close by a Batman Returns. It's nice to give a statue room enough room to breathe. It shows them off better than being jammed together. I agree. You have to have some space. And that's hard. It's hard when you keep buying and then everything gets crammed together. But I like having some air around my statues. Spider says, I only feel weird when people come over. What the hell are they doing in my house anyway? Yeah, Jim says we rented a storage unit, and he's got a video. It's crazy. It's crazy. Jim, if you're still in here, how many boxes do you think you have? Speaking of a guy with a lot of boxes, the Extreme Channel, Mr. X is here, tiny bit oversized. I want to know, that is what I'm going to give you guys an idea. Ready? Jim and Mr. X, I want you guys to do a video on who has the most brown boxes. Video idea. I'm giving you that one for free. Okay? That would be one heck of a video. I hope there's another Deathstroke fight in the new Batman game. Oh my God, that Arkham Origins, does it get any better than that fight? It's the Rona. You could tell. I rented a storage unit for my mother-in-law. She was starting to stink. We need to get like a comedy hour for this guy. I love it. Mr. X says, I've been supplementing with creating adult movies with my hamsters in my basement to help the film industry. Well, you got to do something. I mean, at least now we know how you get all these statues. Dan Blaster says, going to head out. Thanks for answering my questions. Hey, thanks for being part of the show tonight. New 52 would fit in well in a 1/4 scale collection. Yes, absolutely it would. It's going to be a little bit big. Base is going to be bigger than probably anything else you have, but definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Absolutely. Let's see. See, Archangel is hilarious. I'm telling you. I'm having a moving company move my boxes. Seriously, 1,000 just to move the boxes 5 miles. I absolutely believe that. Movers make bank. They do. If I didn't have a bad back, come on, no brainer there. What Bat Family character would you want to play as other than Batman? Batman. My answer is always Batman. Batman. Yeah, I don't think I can deviate from that. Have you seen the Star Ace Joker Ninja version? I'm not sure if is that the 1/6 scale doll? I'm not sure. Doll action figure. Sorry, Jeff. Action figure. I'm so sick of the Rona they shut down visiting at nursing home. Jeez. Who's your favorite version of Robin? I don't know. I really like Jason Todd now, Red Hood. I also really like Damian Wayne. I'm a fan. Who would not win in a fight of Superman versus Batman? The town would not win. That's for sure. Town would be destroyed. Absolutely. I have a Sideshow Catwoman 1/4 scale arriving soonish. I'm actually excited about how little space she takes. Yeah, she's great. I love the small base on her. Levi says, "Yo, Chris, I'm going to email you later on today. Still watching though. Hey, email me. If you ever want to email me, thebatmanstatuecollector@gmail.com. Very simple. See, your answer isn't always Batman. See, there you go. Yeah. Have you seen the new XM Samurai Batman? Yes. I like it a lot, Deadpool. It definitely has my interest peaked. How much is that Poison Ivy statue behind you? Like 470 maybe? I can't remember. 560? I can't remember exactly. Between 400 and 600. But I think more on the less side. I can see you in a cameo in an upcoming Batman movie. I think that would be cool. Yeah. Warner Brothers, I'm here. I don't have to be doing a I'm bored chat on a Wednesday night. I could be in your next movie. Come on. Everybody write to Warner Brothers on your email machines and let them know that the Batman Statue Collector should be in a Batman movie. They can put senators in the movie. Come on. They could put me in there. If they did a good Batmobile statue in a scale, you would like to buy it. Yeah, 1-to-1. Sell all my statues, buy a 1-to-1 Batmobile, drive around my neighborhood. Come on, that'd be awesome. Nightwing and Red Hood. I'm assuming that's who you'd want to play as. Where can I get the new 52 Batman to purchase at the most reasonable price? Probably Sideshow if you're in the U.S. I always say if you're wherever you live, try to buy from the localest place you can, because really it's not necessarily the price of the statue; it's usually the price of shipping. So if you're overseas, maybe buy from Prime One. If you're in the United States, buy from Sideshow. We need to set a seagull. I'm not sure what that means. It's over my head there. Which Batmobile exactly would you get? I would get the 89 Batmobile or the Tumbler. Yeah, Extreme Channel's got a store. It's in his basement. Tons of amazing statues. All for free. Just go ring his doorbell. You'll love it. You'll love it. Which Batmobile would you drive? Yeah, the 89 Batmobile. Number 1, then the Tumbler. Be pretty awesome. It'd be pretty awesome. Well, I've gone on about an hour and a half. I want to thank everybody for joining me for Batcave Confessions number 2. Again, I started this tonight because I was bored, but you have entertained me beyond belief, and hopefully I added a little bit of fun for your Wednesday night evening as well. Usually we do usually we do Rogues Gallery Live on this night, on Wednesday nights. I think my kids have a baseball tournament next Wednesday, so we might do it on like a Tuesday. Stay tuned to the channel. But we'll either be back Tuesday or Wednesday next week for Rogues Gallery Live. Have lots more to talk about that a lot of things that didn't come up in here tonight. I'm sure we'll talk about on the show. Sorry, my allergies. And I've been talking for an hour and a half straight. But anyway, thanks for everybody joining me. I really appreciate it. You guys are all awesome. I hope you all have a great rest of the week. Lots more videos coming on the channel. I've been trying to do daily videos for you guys. Editing up a storm. So I can't thank you guys enough for watching the content. Thank you very, very much. You guys are awesome. You guys rock. So anyway, thank you guys so very much for watching. Again, before you leave, if you would hit that like button, that does help people just like you find this content. So anyway, thanks for everybody being here. I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a good night. Bye, everybody. See you in the Batcave.